Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Going live today. I think I got that just a little bit crooked, so hold on one moment. Want to make sure it's nice and straight, or as straight as possible. Let's see. I'll try tilting it a little bit to this side, and hopefully that'll be better. Okay, here I come. And there you are. Thank you for joining me, Mimi here. Thank you so much for coming by. To my subscribers, if you're out there, thank you. And to my new subscribers, thank you for joining me. Well, what I'm going to do today is that viral bunny centerpiece that's out there, all on Facebook, all on YouTube. And so I want to do one. I want to show you how I do mine. So I'm using a Dollar Tree flocked bunny. He's just so cute. I'm going to leave this on there because it's going to lend towards more of the feel that I'm doing. And then I also thrifted a candlestick. This is about 6 inches tall. And I painted it. It was a color that wasn't too good or didn't match what I wanted. So I just spray painted it an almond color so it'll kind of blend in with everything else that I'm doing. I'm going to add to it some nice soft yellow flowers, a lot of greenery, and it's going to be so pretty. So bear with me, get something to drink. I might take a bit of a sip here and there of some water just because talking, your voice and your throat gets dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got the candlestick, and what I'm going to use is some foam from the Dollar Tree, and got my scissors. And I hope I have all of my supplies here. I tried to take the time to make sure that I had everything so I wouldn't have to leave off camera again. And I've got my glue gun that's been over here heating up. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of glue for this project. So I'm not going to use my glue pot in this case. And what I'm going to do is just go along and add some glue right in the middle of that foam. And then I'm going to add it. It fits perfectly right down in the middle. So I'm going to give that a moment while I get the bunny ready to sit right in there. Just so cute. They come in a lot of different colors. I've been seeing them out there at Michael's. Michael's does have the green ones. Of course, they're a little bit more expensive, but getting them from the Dollar Tree, I think these are now $3, was a pretty good price for this. So I've got some of my skewers here. They were long. I cut them off. And what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of glue to the tip of it. And then I'm just going to stick it in the bottom of the bunny. And just to make sure that I keep everything in there nice and secure, I'm going to do another one. So I'm just going to glue the tip of it. And add another one to the bottom. Just right in there. Oh. There we go. Okay, now I got them in there nice and level. So the next thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of glue to the tips of my skewers, and then I'm just going to position it on top of the foam. Perfect. Just where I wanted it to be. The next thing I want to start with is with greenery. I love to add greenery to my floral arrangements, whether they're faux, and in this case, everything is faux. So I've got some boxwood here that I'm just going to clip off, and I'm just going to start adding some in. And that's going to help me with covering everything up so that you don't see any of the foam. So I've got a piece in the back, and I'm going to add a piece in the front. I'm going to add another piece over here, up closer to the top of the bunny. Turn that around so you can see it. And then I'm going to come back around and turn and add another piece right over here. And I'm going to add another piece right on this side of the bunny. And then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to add another piece right back here. Now some of my other greenery that I have that I'm going to add in here, and this is just really one of my favorites, is this grass. I've used it on other projects before, and the reason why I just absolutely love it is because of the way it gives a very airy feeling to the floral arrangement. So I'm going to add a piece right back here. Gives it a nice wispy look, and I really like that with my floral arrangements. And I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to put one on this side, turn it, and then I think I have one more piece that I'm going to add on this side. And as you can see, it's going to make this really full going this way. So I'm going to want to come in and add some more of my greenery, some of my little picks that I have that I cut off from larger pieces. And I can start using those to fill in too. And there's that little bit of white. I picked these up, I think, from Michael's. And I've used these in another project, and I had some left over. And I just thought this would be perfect for this project. So I've got a piece up there. I'm going to come around and put a piece right in there. And you can see how it is just really filling up very quickly here. So I certainly appreciate your time, whoever's out there watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like it so far, how it's going. And if you happen to miss this, don't worry. I'm going to have it back out there, posted to my channel so that you can see it, so that you can get the supplies that you need to make something like this. Now what I want to do is come in with my focal flower. This is my focal flower. It's just a beautiful light yellow, and this is a peony. It's extremely full, so I'm just going to cut it real short. And this one I'm going to add right on this side. And did that not fill up a lot of that space right in there? So I've got another one that I want to work in too. And I'm going to turn because I want that one on this side of the bunny. And just a little bit higher. Now the next thing I want to do is come in with some of these little roses that I picked up. I also picked these up from Michael's. And I thought these would be perfect. The greenery on it is awesome. So what I do is I always try to make sure that I push all my greenery up to the top. And I've added some back there. So I'm going to turn the bunny and I'm going to add some over on this side. Isn't that pretty? Just love it. I just cannot wait until springtime gets here. Our weather here right now, it really feels like it's snowing, sleeting, or something like that. I know that March comes in like a lion. I am really hoping that it will leave quickly with a really nice lamb effect to it, where things aren't so windy, so cold. I would not be surprised, and maybe I shouldn't say this, I would not be surprised if we get a little bit more snow before it's all over. Hopefully just not a real big snowstorm, but right now it does look like it's kind of snowing here. So that's my weather report coming from Indianapolis, Indiana. And if you live in this area, you certainly know what I'm talking about. So I'm adding some more to fill in back here. Just cute. And I'm going to add some yellow flowers. So I'm kind of going to go back and forth with adding my flowers on here. And I'm just going to clip and put one right up here. And then I'm going to add some more right around there. And the greenery on this is really nice too. So I'm going to add one right by that nice yellow peony. I just really love the way that this is filling out. And let's see, oh, I've got another piece that I can add under here. And again, I'm wanting to cover up all of that foam that's under there while I'm adding everything to it. So some of my pieces are going to be a little bit longer, and then some of them are going to be a little bit shorter so that they can get in there, like this piece right here, right in there, and fill in some of that greenery. And these yellow flowers are just gorgeous. I just love the nice, soft color in this yellow. It just really plays real well with this bunny. I just think it works really, really good with it. Let's see. Oh, I got another piece of boxwood over here. I want to use everything up that I can. And I'm just going to take a little twirl around. Oh, this is looking so good. I'm going to add this piece right back here. This is really a quick project. You guys, if you watch my channel, I like to do quick and easy. This is pretty quick, and I think it's pretty easy. Now today, if you notice, I'm not using my glue pot. Don't have my protectors on for my fingers because I'm not using a lot of glue with this one. I may go back and adding some more flowers right in there. I might go back and stick everything in permanently, as I think I may be giving this as a gift to a really good friend of mine. I'm sure she would love to have it. Most times what I do when I'm doing demonstrations, I add another one right there, still filling everything up. There we go. Filling everything up back there. A lot of times when I do my demonstrations, unless I am going to sell it, this one is not going to be on my Etsy store, but if I'm going to sell it, then I certainly want to make sure that everything is glued and secured so that when it's received, it is all ready. And I'm just adding some flowers to kind of bring that down a little bit. So this is what it looks like so far. I think it's really close to being done. I've got my focal flowers. I've got my greenery. I've got my white flowers in there. And I'm going to keep on building on this just to fill everything up and use all of the flowers that I have on hand for this project. So I'm going to add another one right back here. It's filling up so much that it's taken a little bit of work to find a spot, which is good, to find a spot to add some of the greenery in. Love this green grass that's kind of just hanging down and just kind of doing its own thing. That's what nature does. It doesn't need any help from us. It's just going to do its own thing. And I just love the way that they just kind of hang down, just snipping some of the ends on it. Now the next thing I want to come in is with this flower. It is a wax flower. It is absolutely beautiful. Take that tag off just to make sure I don't get the tag in there. And I can cut these pieces as long as I want to help fill in too. So this one I'm going to cut pretty long because I want this first piece to go right in the back. Turn that around so you can see it. I'm going to add another piece. Bend it a little bit. And I'm going to bring it around to the front. And I'm going to add it right in there. So now what I'm doing by adding this vertical line flower is giving it not just the fullness this way, but I'm also bringing the design out so that it has more definition to it, has a little bit more variety to it. It'll give you, as you're looking at it, it really draws you to it when you have a lot of dimension within the floral arrangements. And that's one of the things that I like about this wax flower. Let's see here. I'm going to add a few more pieces to it. I want to add another piece right on this side. see how that one just kind of spreads itself right out. Okay, pretty. And now I'm going to add a piece down here so I can really kind of spread everything out and make everything look as organic as possible. That is the key to doing your floral arrangements, at least for me, that's the key to doing floral arrangements. It's whether it's faux, it's to try to make it look as organic as possible. And by using a lot of different types of florals in there, you do that. When it's not as symmetrical as some of the floral arrangements, that does it for me as well. I just really like to have a look on my florals. It just kind of goes everywhere. To me, it draws me in. It makes me want to look at all of the different florals that are in there. So I've got some more pieces. I've got one last yellow one on this stem. And where do I want to put you? I want to put you right up in there. And just see how that filled everything in there. I want a little bit more tallness in the back, so I'm going to add a few more pieces of the wax flower back there and give it a little bit more height in the back too. And I'm bending it again just to get it down in there. There we go. Just to fill it up a little bit more behind the bunny. Well, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? I love it. I do want to go ahead and add to the bunny a bow, and that's the fun part. So I'm going to add just a few more pieces back here, and then I'm going to make a bow. Super quick bow, super easy bow, and I'm going to add it to the front of the centerpiece. I got a space right there that I think that bow is going to fit perfectly. So what I have is some yellow ribbon, and this is from my own inventory. It's pretty. It has some shimmery right on the side, and then it's just a solid kind of basket weave in there. That's what I'm going to use for this ribbon in the bow. Yeah, so I am good on all of my floral placement. So I'm going to go ahead and just make just a little tail. This won't be a very big one. And then I've got a loop here. Going to pinch it together for this one. Twist it. Bring my loop back up and pinch that in together and twist it. And I'm just going to do loop. I've kind of gotten into the thing of doing just a short, a 2-loop bow, and I like that for me. I think it works. So I've got a nice long tail on there so that I can use it. And the next thing I do is I'm going to grab one of my zip ties, little bitty baby zip ties. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and they come in different colors within the pack, but just a little bitty one, and put this bow together. I don't tighten it all the way up because if you've seen any of my other videos where I've showed how to make a bow, I like to use this so that I can attach any wire or maybe another zip tie in here and help to secure it to the arrangement. So in this case, I'm going to have to use this piece right here. Now this has wire on the end of it, and then it has a pick. So I'm just going to slip that right through and under that zip tie and just bring that close. And now I can go ahead and close up my zip tie. I got a short out there to show you, and I'm just wrapping the rest of that wire around there too at the top. Okay, good. So I've got a short out there. It's about maybe almost 2 minutes long. Now that shorts are a little bit longer. I got a short out there that will show you how I make my bows and how I use the zip ties to attach them to my arrangements. Now this is pretty long on this, so I'm going to have to cut some of this off, and I'm going to cut it at an angle. And this is where I want my bow to go. It's right in here. So let's see if we can make this work. Got it in there. Perfect. Now I'll just stretch my loops out, pull this down, and it's perfect that how that flower just fit right in the middle of it, so I don't have to put anything there. And then I'm just going to clip it at an angle for this one. And there is the bow for my bunny, for my centerpiece. And I'm going to turn it around so I can take a little bit of a last look at it to see where I want to add some more. I do see a few more spots where I want to go in and add either some more of this and some more of the wax flower, a few pieces of that. I am all out of my little flowers, so I'm going to stick this piece right down in there. Make sure I still have my bow showing in there. And I'm going to put some in the back. Make sure I get it right down in there so it doesn't fall out. So I filled up some more around the back. And let's take a good look at you. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, a little bit more wax flower in a few spots, and I think I am done. Okay, just wanted to make sure that I found that foam down in there. You probably heard that sound, and that meant that it was down in there real good, and I don't have anything to worry about with it coming out. So this is how it looks. I just love it. Love the way everything is coming out this way and the way it's going out that way. And then all of the flowers that are down in there that you kind of have to peek at and get a little bit closer just to see how everything looks. So this is what it looks like. This is my centerpiece using the Viral Bunny. I hope that you will try this too. Please subscribe to my channel, like my channel, hit the notification button. I have a lot more coming to you for Easter. My playlist, I have an Easter DIY playlist that's out there, and hope you go back and take a look at that. Got some really nice things in there to help you with your Easter and spring decorating. So thanks once again. And as I always say, whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed.